So we're going to go ahead and look at creating a metric suite to measure errors in this case. We're going to look at counting the decision flows that don't have guards on them. And so first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a metric suite here. And we're going to specialize the base metric suite that I dragged on from the auxiliary resources. So that's a nice way to capture all of these other attributes that are useful to us. I've also gone ahead and I've created an opaque behavior here. And the special thing about metric suites is you have to go basically 2 hops up from where they start. So if we look at the find here, where I'm looking for the decision nodes, like I did in the last video, its scope is going up 2 levels of ownership. So that's what works for a metric suite. So you want to look at its beginning and hop up 2 levels, and then after that it's just the same exclude meta chain that we did last time, using that as the starting point. So we're going to go ahead into the metric suite here, and we're going to go ahead and create for ourselves. First of all, we need to set the target for this metric suite is going to be a package. And so that is what we want this to be able to run on. So we use a package, so that way that is the you can right click and choose the metric suite when you run it. So we just have to find the package in the UML meta model, and here it is. So we've set the package as our target. So we're going to go ahead and create our metric definition here, and this metric name is flows without guards. And we, for the default value, we go ahead and we can call our operation or opaque behavior that we created. In this case, it's flows without guards. However, this is going to return a collection of flows, not the count. So we need to add a step here. We're going to add a script, and we can use JavaScript for this. arg1, we can just drag this on, and arg1 is calling that flows without guards, and the script is just arg1.size. And now when we run this metric suite, it will run it on a package, and it will tell us how many of the flows don't have guards. And to be precise, I should probably type this as an integer. Other times I'll type things as reals, obviously, if I'm returning them and getting a percentage. But here we go. So now we have the metric defined. We've called the opaque behavior. Again, the reason I like doing that is if I find a mistake and correct it, it propagates everywhere. And so now we're in business. So I should be able to run this on the logical architecture. We'll go to Tools, Metrics, a new metrics table. We're going to pick the error metric suite, and when it runs, you will see that we have no flows without guards. So I should be able to come in here. Let me generate one just to make sure that we have an error to look at. Oh, it's in behavioral analysis. Okay, let's go ahead and run it up here. So we'll come to Tools, Metrics, new metric table. And no flows without guards there. So I'll go ahead and I'll create one. And now I should be able to come in here and add a new metric. And there it is. We have one flow without guards now. So again, this is a nice way to be able to quickly generate metrics. And again, you need to go 2 hops up from the starting point to make it work correctly, and use that as the scope of the find that you base your opaque behavior upon.